Morning, everyone. Share a reading with you. I did an oracle reading for myself, but I felt like it maybe could benefit everybody else out there. So I'm just gonna try to move the camera here so we can get down to the reading. Okay, so I hope you can see this reading here. Right, maybe I think I'll face it here and I'll go through the cards separately. Right, so I'm using what I felt guided to use was the Ganesh Deck, which is this one. So really beautiful deck of cards. Sorry, I've got things coming up on my screen which are not helpful, so I'm just going to get rid of that. What I was wanting was a general reading for us to have an idea of the energy of the year. We've moved now into 2021, which numerologically is a 5. So we're moving into more of a movement type energy, change type energy. So although our external circumstances may seem as though we're potentially in a lockdown, actually we have a lot of opportunity for movement and coming into new things. So what came out to start with this deck was divine support and guidance. So these were the 2 cards that came out to start with. So I feel a really important part of what we need to do at this time is to really, really listen to our divine support. And by that, I mean, listen to our inner knowing, listen to our third eye, listen to our gut, listen to the things that resonate within us. It's taking that awareness away from external things, feeling that they have the power, and actually bringing them back to inside of ourselves. So, the gut feeling we get, no matter what you're being told, how does your gut feel? Does it resonate? How does your inner knowing respond to something? No matter what the external is, going back to yourself, how does your heart feel? How does the heart feel in certain situations? So I really feel it's so important for us to listen to, our own guidance, our spiritual support, the part of us which is all-knowing. We all have this. We really all have this. The other cards that came through were decision and spiritual quest. And again, I feel it's we have choice. We can make a decision. We have a choice in anything that is showing externally. We can choose. So it's bringing this back to ourselves, empowering ourselves. Again, spiritual quest. I feel like we're really having to tap in more to our spiritual aspects. As externally some things may be changing or maybe in a certain state of being, it's so much more important for us to look within ourselves at our own truths, at our own spirituality. The other thing that came up was perseverance and a positive outlook. So it's really interesting. We're in an 8-day. Today is the 8th. So 8 is about union, is about coming together, is about supporting each other. And I'm feeling like these cards are coming out in, 2 are coming out at once, for us to support each aspect of ourselves. So we've got perseverance. I think last year was clearly a year of perseverance. A lot of us went through a lot of adversity, a major amount of adversity, and this may come still with this year, but I feel like this positive outlook is really important. So do things that make you feel positive. If having the radio on and listening to the mainstream news is not making you feel positive, turn it off. Go online. There's so many amazing spiritual teachers out there sharing wonderful information at the moment. Sound is really important. Pay yourself some uplifting music. Go outside, look at the stars at night if you can't get out into nature. All these things will help. Physically, look after your body. Have some salt baths. Go in the sea. So there's so many things we can do, but having perseverance, really, really having perseverance. We are strong. We all have inner strength, we all have inner knowing. So it's following these aspects of ourselves, looking inward. What feels good? What's your gut feeling? What's your intuition saying to you? And you know, keeping this positive outlook again, you know, really bringing things into your life that feel positive. If it feels positive for you to play, if it feels positive for you to buy more plants for your house, that's what I've done at the moment. You know, I don't have a big garden, so I've bought more indoor plants for my space so that I can feel nature and green around me more. So it's just, you know, we can all do something. We can all do something to bring a positive outlook into our lives. The other thing that came through was these two. So I got negativity and we got protection. And what I'm feeling again is this, going over this story again that I mentioned just recently. It's about keeping ourselves safe. It's about, you know, if we're getting a lot of this negative type reflection from the outside, what can we do from within to change that? How can we turn that into what we had here, which was the positive aspect, positive outlook. You know, so changing this negativity into the positive, you know, doing whatever you need to do, go online, go and do some yoga, go and do some movement, play some music that feels uplifting, you know, do whatever, listen to yourself, listen to your body, you know, what do you need in this moment, you know, listen to yourself. The protection card as well, I felt was really important. You know, there's a lot of yellow energy within this card. So to me, that's to do with solar plexus, stomach, this area. So, you know, sometimes our energy can leak. We can be disempowered by a lot of external influences where we feel drained. So it's bringing this power back to ourselves. You know, we can do this in different ways. A simple way for us to empower ourselves could be to just simply visualize your solar plexus, this area here, filling up with a golden light, a golden orb of sunshine, really feeling that rotating and energizing that part within you. So it's really, really allowing yourself to come back into your own power, bringing it back to yourself, not allowing external things to drag you and aspects of yourself out of yourself. It's embodying, it's bringing really present in the body. Another thing that I felt was important was I got these two cards. We got these two cards, which were energetic movement and nurture. So again, I think self-nurture, self-love is essential right here. You know, if you look at this is just really loving ourselves in a very deep way. So in whatever way that is for you, you know, listening to your own inner guidance. Energetic movement, again, really important for our bodies. You know, there's a lot of things happening within and externally right now that can create stress or discomfort within the body. So allowing your body, you know, we can actually just do free movement, however that feels good for us, just to move some energy around. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, you know, there's things online like Qigong, or there's dance things you can follow. So, you know, keeping that movement happening, keeping our bodies healthy and well at this time. The other things that came into the reading were sincere relationships and ruminate. But as I see both of these things, I see the sincere relationships as our opportunity now to be really integral, to actually look at how do we want to relate to people. You know, how can we do that? How can we bring more integrity? How can we bring more love, more kindness, compassion into our understanding? So no matter how someone is playing outside of you, you know, can you be compassionate? Can you be kind to that person? It doesn't mean you necessarily have to have the same beliefs. We can choose to have different beliefs and we can choose to take different actions, but can we be kind and compassionate? The ruminate, I feel this is really important to me. This energetically, what I'm feeling is about us coming into playing, bringing ourselves back to a playful nature, an innocence, you know, being a child, being more open to discover new things within ourselves. I feel a lot of conditioning has been around. You know, we've been through lots of conditioning, and we have this this opportunity now to break free and really come into our inner, you know, our inner being, this beautiful divine being that we are. We're all divine light. You know, we're having a human experience, but it's embracing all aspects of this now and embodying them here so that we can really shine our gifts. All we really can do is just show up and be as integral and authentic as we possibly can at this time. And actually, what I've been guided endless times, and I'm sure this is for all to hear, is that these gifts that we have, and when we share them, we are always supported. We are supported divinely. We are supported by Gaia. Gaia is here to support us. She supplies everything we need if we take care of her. You know, there are herbs and foods in hedgerows. There is beautiful sunshine. You know, vitamin D, we get that from the sunshine. You know, we can do stargazing. We can look up at the beautiful sky at night and absorb some of that and get some inner reflective time. So there's so many, you know, amazing positive things and possibilities that we have. So maybe coming into a place of gratitude as well. And if you're having a day where you're feeling a little off kilter, is maybe writing some things down that make you feel good, things that you're grateful for. You know, focusing on those things that we have that are good. You know, being grateful for what we have that is good. And playing and coming into this playful aspect. Right, the two cards which I was guided to pull to put in the center here was acceptance and promise of the future. So I feel like, you know, we may be in a situation or situations right now where we're not in our minds where we would like to be. But I feel like, you know, sometimes it's about, instead of struggling against this adversity, it's just accepting and going, well, okay, if I'm not able to get out and about as I would normally, what can I do, you know, from the house? What can I do from the situation I'm in to create, you know, his acceptance? But look at all this abundance Ganesh has here. You know, he has everything he needs there. So looking at the gifts of what you already have. We're all beautiful, unique souls. We have so much, so many gifts within. You know, we are so distracted often by these external things when actually, you know, it's all within us. You know, it's just trusting in yourself, you know, really coming to a place of loving and understanding yourself. If you find that difficult, getting some help, you know, going to counseling or getting some spiritual guidance, getting some help, you know, but this acceptance, you know, acceptance and just, yeah, I don't mean by acceptance accepting things that are not right, but acceptance in sometimes there's a bigger picture that we're not quite seeing yet, and maybe coming into surrender to that and making the best of what we can do. And then I got this beautiful card for us, which is promise of the future, and that's stunning. And I really see that. I really feel that. It's, you know, we've all been through quite a lot of adversity last year, and maybe still going through some in this year. But it's actually, you know, what future do we want? You know, we can create if we embrace our solar plexus, our empowerment, our fullness, our completion of ourselves. How would we like our future to look? How would we like the future to look for our children? You know, we do have a possibility. You know, all these changes that are coming in, you know, they're needing to come in. You know, we can't create something new and more integral if we're working from an energy which is outdated, not integral, and ran potentially on lies or things that are dishonest. So we have this amazing ability now to come into this. You know, we can look towards a promise of the future, you know, and look towards this, you know, and again, the yellow, the gold, and I just see this gold as us just coming into we are our own leaders. You know, we need to look within ourselves for that. You know, we all have that ability to integrally come into our own leadership, so step into our sovereignty. And this, I feel, is also an importance of this year, you know, coming into these changes now. I get fears, you know, it's taken me a while to do this. And it's interesting, you know, sometimes if you don't go ahead and do it, you get forced into it. For example, for me, my phone is now full of everything. It won't let me share on Facebook. It won't let me share on Instagram. And so, you know, I'm now doing the thing which Spirit was guiding me to do quite some months ago. So, you know, it's that thing, trusting in ourselves, going, you know what, I'll just show up. I'll just be as integral and authentic as I can be. And that's all we can all do. So it's simply being. So promise of the future. And then the last card, which I got, which called was this one, which was unexpected. And again, you know, this child here is coming from, you know, a beautiful place. It's got light behind, but she's walked through something. She's come through something. You know, I feel like we're all coming through into this, out of this birthing, or into this birthing. You know, we're going through the womb type energy, and look at this magnificence, look at this beauty, look at just what hasn't, you know, that we haven't quite possibly seen yet. It's there, you know, it's completely there. We are so able to create this for ourselves, and part of what I feel is a way to do that is to authentically come into ourselves. So it is really, you know, working through any aspects of ourselves that we're finding challenging. Also giving ourselves kindness and compassion when we do this. We are all human. We're all having a human experience, and part of that is to, you know, sometimes make mistakes, sometimes do things in a way that we maybe would have preferred a different way. But it's about acceptance, accepting that and moving through. So I hope that some of that has for you for the new year. I'm wishing you lots of New Year blessings. I do offer online sessions of spiritual guidance, healing. My work is with sound as well. So if you're interested in having any guidance like that, this new year I will also be studying more astrology. I have a dear friend called Kim who I believe it's Ra Star. She has a system of 13-sign astrology, which I'm really interested in. So I'm going to be starting to hopefully look at people's charts with that, and start to study that and become a student and get more prolific at that. So blessings, much love to you all, and please connect. The other thing I can offer, and actually I feel is important, which I was going to say at the beginning of the session, is to keep your space sacred. So, for example, I've got some sage here. I light a candle, which is a beautiful candle, which I get from Star Child, which is a peace candle, has herbs and resins from all around the world. I think a balance of 4. This is a smudge stick. So very simply, we can just smudge our area, you know, cleanse our area and space with this. So really important, you know, especially at the moment when there's a lot of things flying around out there that is potentially intended to create fear. You know, is to keep our space clear, keep ourselves in a clear space for our hearts, for our minds, for our bodies. The other thing I offer as well is I create these room sprays. So these are spring water, sometimes from Cornwall, sometimes from Glastonbury, from the Avalon Red and White Springs, and they have a combination of alchemically made crystals. Depends when I've made them. Sometimes I go along with the moon signs, and those can be used around your space to actually create that. So the smoke can be the purifying, and then the water can come in and be the cleansing. So just a simple way, you know, those, you can get all of those things online as well if you just look. So hopefully that is helpful for you. So much love, bright blessings of the new year, and I hope you found some kind of upliftment from what I've just shared.